Good morning. Good morning. Saturday morning. I thought I'd make a little video. Oh, let's get the painkillers on the go and get sorted. It's that time of the year, and I've been usually busy, not too bad anyway. Thought I'd show you what I've been up to. I've been too busy watching YouTube, I think. I've discovered this, I've not really got totally into it yet actually, but from Acorn to Arabella, a couple of lads, America, Canada, I'm not really sure actually. I need to find the very first video and watch it from the start. I've been jumping about watching different ones. Not really been tying it together as a sequence. And I think it's much the same in some ways. They started it away and then decided they would. But it's an ambitious project, there's no doubt about it. Building a boat. Very impressive. I'd like to tell you more about it, but I can't remember. And certainly details I can't remember. Oh, no. In fact, I was that interested in it, I dug out the plans I had for building. I had a notion once upon a time to build 2 models, ships of the line, 74 gunners, many years ago, and naval architecture. And so I had a lot of drawings and a lot of various things, and I dug them out to see what I could get into. I've not got enough time left for that again. So, no chance. But very interesting, and it was certainly, you know, you learn. You still at this, even at the age you're at, you're still learning all the time, and it's amazing who can teach you. Yeah, so here's the result. So anyway, it's been very good, and so I've tended to been watching a lot of that, which is great. But when you're watching that, you get nothing else done. The good thing about it is with the radio and that, you can work away and listen at the same time. Where you're, yeah, once you start sitting down and watching, that's you're lost. But this I'll show you. This I've been cutting sticks, cutting handles. In fact, last night in quite a walk round, and when I came across this bit of ivy, I'm looking into different shapes and different, and I'm always looking. So cut this out and peel the worst of the bark off it, and we'll put it by year's time. We'll look at it. Maybe stop here in a year's time. It'll be good, like, you know, maybe I'll have a look at it. But yeah, this is a thumbstick, and you on hazel, but I think I told you in one of the videos there that I had found cherry resin with a snail in it. Now whether it works or not, I'm not 100% happy with it. But I was determined to have a go at it and see just whether I could incorporate this into the stick, and which I've done. As you can see, I've welded it to the joint between the handle and the shank. We'll see how it goes. We'll put it by. It's a little bit long at this moment, so we'll still cut it down and things. So, yeah, I was going to do it and see how it looked at. It's difficult trying to slacken basically that resin again, like even with the heat gun and whatnot. It tends to want to crystallise rather than actual just go slack. It starts to crystallise and whatnot, so you've really got a point where you can actually do something with it before you go too far. And in some parts there I've actually, to get it to move to shape, I really had to go at it with the heat gun, and then crystallisation took place. And So, but it's alright, I stick it by and, you know, have a look at it back and forward and see what happens. I mean, you just never know. If you don't try, you'll never find out. This one, actually, this one, handle's turned out really nice on this. And I got the result by accident, believe it or not. Because I had decided that I would paint the handle, the top part of it anyway, with a bit of colour. I've got plenty of watercolours not about, so I said, oh, stick it with water. So I went for one of the reds, I think it was. What was it now? Scarlet. And I painted it, and it's on rhododendron. It's one of the rhododendron sticks. It's quite nice. I still like them with a bit of shape to them. And straight sticks are great, but a little bit of shape at times doesn't go wrong, like, you know, and gives a bit of character. But so I'd painted it red, scarlet, and went on. I went, oh, it's not really red. And so I went in with Van Dyke Brown after that. I went, oh, just cover it with Van Dyke Brown. But anyway, as it worked, when I covered it with Van Dyke Brown, it was patchy. And I said, oh, that's actually quite nice. I could have went and totally covered it, but what it done was it was a hit and miss job. There were some bits of it darker and lighter, and the red you didn't get the sharpness of the red coming through, but there was a dullness about it, and it was still there. And I said, you know, that actually looks very, very rich. So give it a lick of varnish, and that was it. Like, you know, I must admit that varnish I got this time round. Still a big fan of varnish. Oh, it's all shiny and bright. So Hempel, yeah. So I bought that. That was quite expensive. That stuff, the yacht varnish, high gloss. Yeah, just so it turned out nice, and I'm going to try it in one of the. As you can see, I've coated up this stick and all. I've coated up this one with it, and I'm going to do the same, try and achieve the same result, because there's a lushness to it. It's quite nice. So we'll have a bash at that one too. And there's one of the other ones there. Well, yeah, I've got another couple there. That's the birch. Is it? What to say? That handle worked quite nice. That was the one that slipped. I didn't put the tape on it. It's still not as you would like it, but it works. It's fine. It's a good strong stick. I'll be champion. I've not been selling any. All these promises of people who come and get a stick off you. Oh yes. This is quite nice. This is a bit of Sitka spruce. The shanks Sitka spruce that I cut out a few years ago. Extremely strong stuff. Like, if you get it at the right point, it's what happened was when the area was planted up, it got basically grown out. You know, it's one of the ones that didn't really make it. It got so far, and then there wasn't enough light for it. So you get a bit of, you know, they'll die off. And if you catch them at the right point, the diameter's good, and get it, as I say, get it at the right point before it goes too far over. And a bit of Scotch pine for the handle. So very nice. I've still to figure out, there's a flat spot where the junction was, where I cut. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But that's a good strong stick. They're all good strong sticks. Just making people use them. That's the thing. Start giving them away. I think I'm buzzed that I do that. But we're down for a little while, and oh, trout. Remember that one? So I've now started to paint. I've painted that was wood dye. So I've done that with wood dye and the trout part of it will be watercolours, as I say. I've started to shade it up, but I'm going to have to. I did have an actual photograph of a trout, something to take the colours and the thing would off. Like, I'm trying to remember. I should know what they are because I've seen enough of them in my day, but they're trying to remember all the bits and pieces. But yeah, it's just a nice fancy. It works all right. I'm quite pleased with it. As I say, the ivy, yeah, a little bit of flex, but good and strong. But I passed a tree the other day there that was some nice, going to be some nice, one or two nice sticks in it. It's an apple tree. It's in somebody's garden, mind you. I have to shut the door. See if I can cut a couple out of it, because as I say, apple's nice if you get it, but I'll shut the door. I'll ask. Can't ask. I'll cut it, but you notice it like that, so you don't really want to do that. So, and I've dug it. This group that I started yonks and yonks ago, and never got round to finishing. And so I'm now going to, when I'm doing busy, thinking I'm going to do a little bit at a time and bring this one round. So it's quite nice. But yeah, it's that time of the year, cutting shanks and getting in and about. Now that I'm moving a bit better, well, it's making a little difference, like, you know. Yeah, we're improving all the time. Touch wood, improving all the time. I'll never be right. That's the question is, was I ever right? Well, I don't really know, like, you know. I'm still enthusiastic about things, like, compared to some of them nowadays. I mean, gee whiz, like, you know. There was something on that, what was that news there? I don't think that was what it was. Complaining, the News Watch, it used to be Points of View, I think, at one time, many years ago. People actually take the time to email and complain about stuff on television. You know, complain about that last royal wedding there. There's a point, don't watch it. If you're not happy about it, don't watch it. There's more important things in the world. Well, it may well be, but if you're not happy, don't watch. What the hell do they watch it for? And then go to the bother of complaining about it. Just switch the bloody thing off, you know. Go do something else. But oh no. Like, there's people in this world who just constantly complain, constantly. It doesn't matter what it is, they'll find a complaint about it, like, you know. So, anyway, I will just about leave it at that. But it's just a quick wee, getting back used to it again, like, you know. And, oh, this is a little thing I made up for. This is quite nice. This is a little bit polished fossil laminate. That's part of the rope block, an old rope block and whatnot, so we'll kind of put that together. These themed bathrooms nowadays, the seashore and things like that, and all of these things with mirrors. And my son made one there a while back and sold it to a woman who was chuffed a bit, so it was very nice, mind you. But great how things go in and out of fashion all the time, you follow it. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, bell is rung, and we'll catch up a little later on, hopefully, and see how it goes. But cut sticks, yeah, time's here now. Next week I'm going with some black hazel. I'm going to look at. I haven't looked at it for 2 or 3 years, so we'll go look at that. Anyway, catch you again. Cheers.